eye. You have the castle at the top, then you have your dairy, then you have your model farm. So it's easy on the eye. More trees which you go around, and then of course you come to his famous water. His vision was to create an illusion, and of course you're looking from the castle, and he wanted to create a huge river and a lake. And if you look from the castle, you can see it's around a bend here, so it looks as though the river's coming here. It gets wider and wider and wider. He was so clever because he had such a vision. He could see, I mean, he just stood on that mound. It wasn't the same castle as it is now, but he stood there and he could visualise something so clearly. If we're doing a garden now, we perhaps do 2-3 acres. You know, this is 3,000 acres. He was so ahead of his time. And he had these huge estates that he looked after. Very few of us have a chance to look at these big estates. He just did it on such a huge scale. We have a small garden, and it's usually in a line, and you have a small circle in the middle, and you're always trying to make it bigger. Here he had such huge space, but his biggest thing was he wanted it so grand. Everything was very, very grand. He wanted to make the owners feel as though they had a huge part of the countryside.
Why should we remember Capability Brown 300 years after his death?
Because he's still all around us, everywhere we go. 250 gardens, I think he did. And they're all still there, and we're all re-establishing them, looking after them. I don't know. Does it speak for itself?